There we go, Malibu. You can sit here and purr for a minute till people come in. Sit and purr. I know you can't probably hear that, but we'll give it a couple minutes before we drag out the new paint. Hi, Nat, Missy, Chris. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Malibu's just up here hanging out. Hi, Terry. Terry, I took a picture of your IG this morning with your prompts on it. You always do them so fun, so funny. They always bring a smile to your face. If y'all don't follow Terry Brett on IG, she does amazing prompt illustrations. Let's see, Belinda, Karen, Missy, Dawn, Yvonne, Ellen, Lisa. Let's see who else. Try. Thanks for always participating. I'll keep doing them as long as you want me to. You're the one that does the most of them. I don't know if everybody else writes them down at least to have them for a later date. But yeah. So let's see. Let's brighten this up. I know she's the lights down because she's sucking the light out of the room. Let's see. Hi, Linda and Tim. Well, say hi to Tim too, even though he's probably not with you. But hi, Debbie. Debbie, I'm in the last book. I'm in book 7. Is it book 7? I'm in the last one that we have that are in the series. I literally just cracked it open last night because I finished the other one, the Christmas one. Finished the Christmas one, and now I'm into the Scottish Games, I think is the last one. Okay, baby, you can get down. So I just cracked open the last one, so she better hurry up and get crack-a-lacking on getting that one out by June. Hi, Angie. Let's see. Very wit. I know that everybody's changed their names. You'll have to tell me what your old name was. Let's see. And there's Belinda. Belinda's saying good morning to everybody. So yeah, and then a couple of the girls recommended. I haven't looked these up or anything at a time, but Cleo Coyle's Coffee House Mystery and Noodle Shop Mystery, Vivian. So I don't know. I'll look those up and read what kind of reviews those got. But if you have another one in a series, we've got 3 series going, and we're waiting on all the authors. Punch it up. We can't say that. You can't write a book overnight. Well, I guess some people do, but ours are really good ones, aren't they, Deb? Let's see. April. Very. Okay, very. Let's see. Scrolling. Try to catch everybody. First thing. I got new paints to show, and then I'm going to work on a collage. Now, I don't know that I'm going to finish. I have a thing in my mind, so I pulled a bunch of papers to try to work on this disc. I don't know how far I'll get in it. I'm not going to rush it because I have a plan in my head, and I want it to go like I want it to go. Hi, Kat. How you doing? Cheshire Cat. If Tina comes in, I'll let her tell. I'll ask her if I can tell her story about Rongo or Cat, but I'll wait and get her permission. She comes in. Let's see. I haven't seen Janet yet. Maybe she's still out there cleaning the bathrooms. We tease each other, y'all. Janet and I love each other. Let's see. Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society comes in a singing. Let's see. I said hi to April. So yeah, I like to say good morning to as many people as I can. First thing, got my lemon water. I know it's coffee and art in the morning, but I have my coffee. I had my coffee 3 hours ago, 4:30 this morning. I guess that's 4 hours ago. And so by this time of day, I'm ready for my lemon water. So, yeah. let's see. I think I've caught up with everybody. Thanks everybody for being there. There's Christina 331. Good morning. Let's see. I said hi to Karen. So yeah, I got some new paints. This is a early present that I picked out. Another cup of coffee. Yeah, I'll have some. I'll probably have a cup at lunch. I think Hubster's bringing us home lunch today. So I'll fix some coffee after that. What day is today? Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? Happy wonderful Wednesday. And I think Denise might be coming down. I don't know that she'll make it by Monday stream. Maybe she might be here for Monday stream, but everybody will be here for December, New Year's, Christmas Eve. And so I will be streaming on Christmas Eve. Even if they're all asleep, I can still stream. I'll be awake. I'll be awake to stream on Christmas Eve. Even if Cameron, Samantha, Denise, if everybody's still sleeping, that's okay. Let's see. Hi, View. If I missed anybody, put it in caps if you're talking to me. I do try to catch everybody this, first coming in. So thanks everybody for popping in first thing this morning. Because I know, especially like on the West Coast, it's early. It's early, 5:30 out there. Hey, you two stop it. Oh my gosh. Oliver's like, he gets bored and gets the zoomies and goes after Malibu. I know a lot of y'all don't like AI cat videos, but oh my gosh, this one is hilarious. If y'all don't, well, let me see if I can, and I'll show Terry too. Let me see here. Let me just look up cat zoomies because that's a good one. She's kind of new, I think. And but anyway, they are hilarious. I'll show you one or two, and then y'all have to just go follow her.
Zoomies. I get the sacred message from my ancestors, cause chaos, and I honor it. What goes through your mind before you get the zoomies? I'm just laying around, and all of a sudden I remember I have legs, powerful legs, disrespectful legs. What goes through your mind before you get the zoomies? I get the sacred message.
Okay, I saw that.
What goes through your mind before you get the zoomies? No thoughts, just turbo. It's like Red Bull for cats, man. You wouldn't survive it. What goes through your mind before you get the zoomies?
Anyway, it's let me see what's her name here. Her name is Lexington Scoop Co. That's her name. Let's see. Let me see if I can find you another one by her. I mean, she's got a whole bunch, and I follow her, so I get all of them. Hi, Janet. Angie, you scare me. I thought you were getting at me. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here.
Survival out here. I'm hungry. It's Monday.
I mean, they're alley cats.
Freelancing survival out here. I'm hungry. It's Monday. And this cold weather is just doing too much. What's going on with you today, Big Tuna? It's National Alley Cat Day. Every stray in the city is going to end up in this alley tonight.
Tell me more about National Alley Cat Day.
Once a year on this day, all the alley cats come together and do a potluck to celebrate surviving another year.
Slick Sal, you going to the potluck?
Oh, I'll be there. I'm bringing a half a bird that I've been sitting on since last winter. It'll be good.
Carmine, what are you bringing to the potluck?
I'm bringing a bucket of fish heads and a real bad attitude if anybody complains.
But anyway, I just think they're hilarious. Let me turn off my overhead light because it's putting a glare. They're hilarious to me. And I know, don't anybody email me. I don't like AI cats. Okay, we know. Okay. Hi, Janet. There's Janet. Oh, there's Tina. Tina, I was going to ask if we could tell your story about Rango. Do you want me to tell your story about Rango? I wanted to get your permission first. Let's see. I don't know if you follow the girl I just showed, Tina, but you got to follow her. Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. Well, whoever's making it's always her doing it. She's always interviewing the cats. It's always her. You can tell it? Okay. Well, so anyway, um, apparently Rango, Tina was going to have the vet come do a vet home care stop. Apparently Rango might have had a little bit of constipation. Well, I don't know if she woke up or later in the afternoon, and I'm abbreviating it. She told me a long story about it. But anyway, last week or a few days ago, Tina was telling me, I asked her, what have you been working on? She's working on a double page spread. She's working on a double page spread in one of her new color books. And so anyway, and that's all she said about that. Well, anyway, apparently Rango no longer has constipation, and Tina no longer has that color book. We'll just leave it at that. No, Tina. No, Tina, nobody wants to see that. Hi, Arlene. Let me see. Let me find one more. I got these are so good. Let's see.
What does Tony mean to this alley?
Tony came to this alley with nothing but a
Okay, let's see.
dream and the clothes on his
Let me see here.
Malone, what does Tony mean to this alley?
Tony came to this alley with nothing but a dream and the clothes on his.
See, it freezes in this room. Let me see if I can get it to go.
Into this alley.
Tony came to this alley with nothing but a dream and the clothes on his.
Okay, well, y'all have to go over there. It's freezing on me. That's why I took a picture of Terry's IG, because I knew. Well, anyway, it's Lexington Scoop Co. All one word. Okay, here it is.
Why is it most cats in the alley want Tony back in charge?
7 years ago, Tony came to this alley as a kitten. He built this place brick by brick.
Is it true that Tony built this alley?
Ain't a myth. This alley was rubble when Tony showed up and he gave us a place to call home. Love that cat.
Tony, all the cats are saying you built this alley?
Cats love a legend. Truth is, it was blood, sweat, and tears, and a little help from the deli owner who never chased us off.
I'm sorry. They crack me up. Okay, let me go over and show let me find Terry's because I took a picture of it so I could show it easily. Okay, let me crop it down here. So Terry did the prompts, and Terry is Terry Brett 3 on IG. And the prompts she did from Monday were paint, ox, fan, quail, and tea. I think those were Mondays. And then she also used 2 from the Lollygag book. She used Yeoman and Yonder. So here's Terry's. Look how good she does the little faces and the little expressions. I just love them, Terry. Look. So anyway, she said, let me get it back on here. Hang on. Let's get it. There we go. All right. So the prompts were paint ox, fan, quail, tea. I'm sure. Oh, the tea's in the picture. So anyway, the ox is going, what's that yeoman doing standing there? And the quail goes, I have no idea. He just appeared from over yonder. Maybe you should paint him. So anyway, it was really good, Terry. And she does these in just a couple days, guys. I know, right, Janet? Oh my gosh. So Terry, thanks for always participating. It's always so fun. Oh, okay. So let's see. You're welcome, Terry. Thanks for participating. All right. So this is one of my new Christmas presents that I picked. Okay. I'm just going to say I picked it. So I got some new paints, and then, but I don't see Riri here yet, but Riri sent this book. Riri sent me this book. If I get a book from an unknown, like from Thrift Books or Book World or one of those, I know it's from Riri. So she sent me this. Y'all know who MC Escher is, and he does like It Fools Your Eye, and I do have a bunch of posters of his. I think I'm going to be honest, Cameron's going to want this book because he really loves him. And so I'll probably end up giving the book to Cameron. I won't cut this up, but it's Optical Illusions. Yeah, Optical Illusions. And Cameron won't cut it up. Neither would I, but But anyway, he does a lot of optical illusions that they look like. See, look, you don't know where they begin or end. So, last I heard, Cameron liked him a lot. So this is a real famous one right here, where it's like his portrait in a crystal ball. So yeah. So thank you so much, Riri. If you watch this later. Hi, Kimberly. Who else am I missing? I said hi to Barbara. Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Joyce. Joyce made this. You should see, if you missed it yesterday, Joyce made one of these for Janet with the Santa with a butt. y'all know how Janet does butts on things. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. So anyway, it's an awesome little book, and it's just so, optical illusionist. This is another famous one right here. You can see. But and this one's real famous. Everybody's probably seen this one before. So yeah, so that was from Riri. I will put a note in there. It's from Riri. So, and even if I give it to Cameron, he'll know that it was from Riri. I always try to put the Post-its or whatever in there. Okay, so there is that. Let me put it over here. Looking around, see what else. I did pull a bunch of collage fodder to work on my disc today. Let's see. Let's put this address in here so I don't forget it or lose it. All right, so I did finish my Little Folk scratchy sweater from Monday, and I did post it on Instagram, so you can see it over there close up. Look doesn't that look itchy? It does look itchy, doesn't it? So I finished her from Monday and posted. What else? So yeah, I got an idea for where'd my paper go? I have a paper somewhere with some ideas on it that I wanted to pick up, but I can't find it. Well, I have it in my mind, but I did have some notes. Somewhere on kind of what I wanted to do, but not sure where it is. Oh, before we do anything else, I do have a couple other things to show. Let me give you all the prompts for. Let's see. Let's zoom in one. Let me give you the prompts for the art journey. From my December daily. If y'all are working on these, let's see. Angie said I have something for Janet. Just haven't sent it because I'm busy mixing both. Well, that's all right, Angie. Janet doesn't. She understands. Scroll. Oh, thank you, Kat. There's the book if y'all are interested in that. And thanks again, Riri, if you watch this later. Let's see. Okay, so before we go any, let me go ahead and give y'all catching up from day. I think we'll start from day 8. Everybody's got everything from there. Now I haven't done. I got to get you up to day 17. So let's see. 8, 9, 13, 4. Okay, here. On day 14, favorite snack was, and you can draw these, and I might put some other things here too. My favorite snack is Cheetos. I just printed it out. And then 15 was some bookmarks, and I haven't made any new ones yet, but I'm going to make bookmarks with stamps off of the greeting cards. And then 16 is a still life. I haven't done anything else on this yet, but I just have a little bit of paper down for that. 17, okay, this might be where we left off. Color the circles. I think this is where we left off. And I'm going to go ahead and show you up through, let me go to my calendar here, because till Monday. So I'll show you up till the 22nd, which is Monday. Because, I'm not streaming over the weekend and stuff. So if y'all are following along and want to do it, like Janet's doing it all in her Beast, which is kind of like her journal. It's a little one she's been doing it for years. Do you know how many years you've been working on a Beast, Janet? How many years? but she just kind of does the prompts in her little own journal. So you don't have to do them in this journal. But anyway, okay, so color the circles. Add color and or patterns to make the to these circles. Draw on them, inside them or outside them. Use as much color as you can. You could turn them into bubbles, Christmas baubles, or even flowers. Have fun and do something different. So, and if you don't have the book, just draw a bunch of circles. As long as you can remember, as long as I've known you, you've done the beast, Janet. Day 18 is create a cozy blanket. Snuggle up with a hot drink and create a blanket on this page. You could do an illustration of a bed or chair with a blanket thrown over it. You could create a patchwork pattern with pen and pencil to create a patchwork, or scrapbook paper or scrap papers, and or even crochet or knit a mini blanket and stick it in the book. Now, I have a whole bunch of other papers and stuff stuck back here in the back for adding more stuff, because I did cut the spine off and punch holes so that I can add more things. This paper is very thin. So if you want to do a lot of painting, coloring, a lot of, something that's going to, the page is going to get buckly or ruined, then do it on another page and then glue it in, glue it in. Okay, so that's create a cozy blanket, 18. 19 is finish this drawing. And it's just a little shelf with an elf, or no, it's a gnomie. A little gnome, a little pot plant. Finish this drawing, add to this illustration, make it more festive if you would like, and even add color. So if you want to draw something, just draw some shelves and, make a shelf. Do your elf on the shelf. Okay, then this is decorate the cake. Add a frosting to the cupcake, give it sprinkles, flavor, color. I mean, these are pretty simple. You can make them as simple or as complex as you want. Look, that looks like an eye staring at me right there. Doesn't it look like an eye right there? Sorry. What's that thing when you see things and stuff? Pareidolia eye right there. I just looked at the screen. I go, oh, look, pareidolia. Right there. All right, so decorate a cake is day 20. 21 is roll the dice. Let the dice decide. So she gives you she gives you more than 5. Let's see. 2 styles. All right, color. And all right, I'll just read what she says. In colors, you can roll the dice. 1 is red and green. 2, cold colors. 3, shades of green. If you roll a 4, dark colors. If you roll a 5, pastel colors. And if you roll a 6, warm colors. You don't have to do this. You can just pick, we're, things like this are so flexible. Then style. All right. So here's 6 rolls of the dice for style, whatever the dice is. Number 1 is creepy. If you roll a 2, it's cute. 3 is abstract. 4, impressionistic. 5, realistic. 6, Christmassy. And the last one is a character or an object. If you roll a 1, food. A 2, an animal. 3 is a person. 4 is a monster. 5 is a drink. And 6 is a robot. So, you could do random.org if you don't want to go get the dice, but, either way. So, like, let's just say you rolled a 3, 4, and 5. So 3 would be shades of green, a 4 is impressionistic, and a 5 is drink. So you can draw a green impressionistic drink. So that's, one from each. That will Malibu left. She saw the eye looking at I don't know, Belinda. All right, so then I did skip ahead here to design a Christmas jumper. She's from the UK, and they call sweaters jumpers. So I'm not done with it, but I'm working on it. So that's day 22, and that's Monday. I'm pretty sure. Didn't I say that was Monday? Monday is the 22nd. Yeah. So that's where we'll stop, is here. So, and I put little numbers on mine. And so there's 25 prompts for each season. So this is the winter season, which I'm using this book, this section for my December daily. Then after that, the next section is art growth. And there's 4 books all total, and they're all in this one. You can buy them separately or they're all in one. I bought them all in one, cut the spine, punch holes and put them on rings. So what we're going to do, there's 3 more books. I'm going to use these for the rest of the year, but I'm only going to do one a week. So there's 25 per book. So that gives us 75 prompts. And I'll just do them one a week or maybe 2 a week because, got extra. Art Grow Sketchbook is the one after December. Then the next one is Art Vacation. And then the next one is I think it's pronounced Huga. It's like cozy. It means like cozy in Norwegian. I looked it up, but anyway, because Kathy Berg had something with that as well a few weeks ago. So, but it's like the fall. So there's those 3 books with 25 prompts in each one, and we'll do those throughout the year. Just a little fun prompt thing. I will be taking these 2 things off because it is annoying when I try to lay the book flat. I just kind of wanted them for the Christmas day, December daily, but I'll probably take off the fuzzy balls. So anyway, there we go. And I might add some other things on here for the other seasons. So there we go. That's the sketchbook. Oh, I got to get crack-a-lacking. All right. I don't know what I did with that paper. I wish I could find it, but that's okay. All right. Then I showed y'all and I told y'all I got these for Denise, and whatever she doesn't want, let me zoom in. Whatever she doesn't want, I will keep some too. I showed y'all this one, the watercolor sweets, because the streamathon, Raul's doing a streamathon on New Year's Eve, and I don't know how many people. Does anybody know how many people are doing the streamathon this year? Anyway, if you go to Raul's channel, he will have all the information about it. But Janet's doing the scavenger hunt like she has done every year for I don't even know how many years. And this year, the theme doesn't have to be on every page or every item, doesn't have to have vintage candy, but that's the theme of the scavenger hunt is vintage candy. Last year, the theme was circus. Janet will give you on New Year's Eve 100 prompts, and I think you have to do at least 95 of them to participate, if I'm not mistaken. You get those 95 prompts out of 100 done in 3 months. You have January, February, and March. It's due April 1st. So you have 3 months to do Janet's scavenger hunt. And whoever finishes it gets put in a drawing for a nice gift for participating. Okay, so let's see. Melinda, stuff to do over. And then Kat put the watercolor sweet treat book. And then only 90. Okay, you have to do at least 90. Can't pressure the fibs. And fibs is friends in the box, if y'all don't know what fibs mean. So anyway, I showed this one on Monday. I'll flip it quickly again. And then I also got this one, and Janet showed this one on her stream on Monday as well. So I'll flip through them just briefly, just to kind of show y'all what are in them. Like I said, I got them for Denise. She can cut out what she wants. She'll probably want to do some giveaways with them. But anyway, so the first one, this one is by Nova Everhart, and she has other books as well. So let me just kind of do a quick flip through. They're very vibrant ice creams, cakes, candies, sweets. So you can see, and I showed this on Monday. So there we go. So there's that one. And then Janet also got this one, Cut and Collage Candy and Chocolate. And this one is by Pour Toast and Kate Curry. And again, the backs are big sweets like that. They make good background pages. You could do whatever the prompt is. Like this could be your base. That's probably what Denise is going to want to do. She's going to use these as a base, so. I know, right? And look, there's lots of candy on this one. So this one is called Cut and Collage Candy and Chocolate Ephemera. So look at all that one. I hadn't seen that one, Janet. There's this. So anyway, I'm kind of skipping kind of quickly, but just to give y'all an idea of what's in it. And pink and red on the camera does over saturate on the camera. I mean, it's very vibrant. It is very vibrant in person too. Let's see, drool worthy. Yeah, right, Jan? So even if you don't do the scavenger hunt, this is just a cool book if you like to art journal or however you like to, keep your memories. So there we go. There's those two. I'll show those to Denise when she comes out. I think she's going to try to come down this weekend. But we'll see what's going on with her work. So let's see. Cotton candy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kat, put that. Okay, so the other thing that I got for myself for early Christmas is some new paints. Hope this is big enough. All right, so I got 2 boxes. Y'all wait for it. Wait for it. Iridescent. I'm going to have to back way out. And I got these for 2 reasons. One, they're bigger jars than my usual, which now I'm not going to be able to get these at Hobby Lobby right down the street, but that's okay. They'll have them at Michael's or online. But these have been my favorite paints forever. The Deco Art Americana. And if y'all didn't know, Hobby Lobby's not going to be carrying Deco Art. I guess they're just going to kind of go toward their own brands, which they've been heading toward for some years. They've been doing that. So I got the iridescent in these boxes. Let me shut the box. They're huge boxes. Okay, I got the iridescent one, and they're heavy. The pastel. So I'll swatch a little. I don't want to swatch all of them because here's a couple of reasons why. I did open up a couple of them just to play with them a little bit and see what the jar looks like in the top and all that. But we'd spend the whole stream just unboxing them and swatching them. And I know people are going to get bored with that. Plus, I want to do my collage. So I will show them to you. And I'll show you the couple of them that I did. Let me get some black paper. I'll show you the couple that I did open, and we can open a couple just so you can see. Now, the one thing about these that I kind of was disappointed in, but it happens with different acrylic paints. These do have like a little plasticky smell. If y'all know what I mean, when you get some acrylic paints, I think Amsterdam and I've had a couple of Amsterdams, but I think they're one that has a smell. There's a couple of them that have a little bit of a plasticky smell. Do you know what I mean? So you just be aware. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'll show you a couple that I opened. I'll open a couple more, and then I'm going to work on my collage. Okay, so these boxes are big. They're heavy, and I did not realize how big the boxes were going to be. Okay, so here we go. So these are the pastel colors. I'll pull them out and show you them, and then let's see, what color did I open? I've opened a couple of them, but I'm going to open a couple more of them just so you can see the lids and let's turn the brightness down just a little. There we go. That's better. And they are closer to the camera. All right. Hi, Devin. Who else am I missing? Thanks, everybody, for being swatching's not boring. Well, it might be for 2 hours, Arlene, because it would take that long to swatch all these. But I will show you. I'll pull them out. And I'm not sure if you can buy these by the individual or not. Okay. And I've seen them. You can see them on, I don't know that they have an Instagram account, but people have shown them on Instagram. Okay. But I don't know if they have an actual, if Nick Pro has an actual Instagram account or not, but people have posted them on Instagram. All right, let's see. That's all right. So let me show you the colors and white. Now let me just go ahead and let's do something a little more interesting. All right, this one's pastel cream, and again, they're not quite showing up on camera as well as I'd like, but because there's a glare on the bottle. You know, there's a glare on the bottle. Okay, pastel lemon, pastel yellow, pastel flesh tint, pastel orange. These are all pastels, and these are iridescent. Pastel red, which is really like a coral color. It's a coral color. pastel coral pink. This is really a pink. And then here's one that's pastel candy pink. It's a little bit more vibrant pink. Then here is pastel magenta, pastel purple, pastel violet, pastel ultramarine. I think I'll pull that one. Pastel sky blue. They all start with pastel. Aqua blue, turquoise, pale turquoise, spring green, lime green, pastel brown, and the last one is pastel gray. Now, how they open, of course, you're going to want to shake them, but I have opened a couple of them. This is not, I don't think this is one that I've opened, but I'll show you here. Okay, so they come, you take off the lid, and they have this little loopy thing right here. They have a little loopy thing, and and you twist it. It just twists off. It's like spiraled, right? So you twist it off. I noticed this. I'm showing you everything I noticed. And the lid is full, okay? So what I did with my other two that I opened, or three that I opened, okay, is I took everything out of there and just put it in the jar like this. Okay, just kind of did that. And I thought about keeping these, but I thought, what am I going to do with them? Because I'm not going to put them back on there. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to put them back on here. They're going to have this go back on. All right, so let's just go ahead and, so let's just, I thought maybe on purple you could see it a little bit more vibrantly. They're just regular acrylic paints, you know, they're very smooth. They're very smooth. And so then you just put this back on tightly, and then now every time you use it, you just have the pop top, right? Like that. Hi, CB. All right, so see if I can get it to show the color well. It's, you know, they're pastel. There you go. Okay. There you go. And they do have that plasticky smell. Now, I'm not, you know, going to be sniffing it up close, but they do have, you know, that plasticky smell. Not that it's permeating, you know, it's not permeating the room or nothing like that. Yeah. So anyway, and then of course you can put another, it's still wet. You could put another coat, you know, as many coats as you want. It's just, you know, it's a creamy acrylic paint. Okay, let's see here. And the black paper is making it flash out too. Let's move the black. Okay, let me clean my brush. Hang on. Then we'll do the iridescents. The iridescents are really what I like, because I do like to do iridescents, you know, my iridescent paints. Let me see if I got one right here. I have a gold right here. My what do you call it? The gold. Yeah, here we go. You know, the Deco Art ones. And I have them in every color. I have them in, I think they come in like 6 colors. Teal. Let me see. I'll show you. Let me show you a couple of the Deco ones here. I've got a folk art one. So I have them in different brands. So you can get, you know, metallic iridescents in just, you know, your regular paint jars. Okay, now, so those are the pastels. Let me move that off here. And it's heavy, guys. It really is. All right. Then the iridescents, which are really pretty, are here. Let's see if I can move this over here. Is that going to work? Maybe. Okay, let's see. Let's turn the brightness down just a little here. There we go. All right, so let's get my paper. Where did I put it? I just had my black. Oh, here. And I have opened. They're thicker, heavier than the Deco Art. Let me kind of think about that. let me wait. I don't know. They're creamier. They're a little creamier. I don't know that they're thicker or heavier, Belinda. I don't know that they're thicker or heavier. They feel smoother. Okay. Now I've not played with them. I've not blended them, mixed them, or none of that yet. So I wanted to show them to y'all in the box before I did anything else with them. All right, so I did open. Let me go ahead and read you the names. Okay, iridescent white. And remember, these are going to be metallic-y. You know, it's hard to see, but they are very iridescent. I'll do a couple on the black paper. Lemon. They all start with iridescent, just so I don't have to say iridescent 20 times. Orange. See how that's shiny right there? That's how shiny that is. Red, which is really dark pink. Here is neon pink. Just pink, regular pink, iridescent pink. Magenta. Maybe we'll do a magenta. Violet. Ultramarine blue, which is very purpley blue. Maybe we'll do that one too. Iridescent blue. See, they need to be shook up. Sky blue. Caribbean. Phthalo green. Sap green. This is one I opened. We'll do that one. I think that's one I opened. Spring green. Brown, which is a copper. It's just like copper. This one is iridescent black, which is like a what's the color I'm thinking of? Like the metallic. Well, we'll do that one too. Copper, gold, and silver. So those are the colors. We'll do these 4 right here. And I think I've opened 1 or 2 of these colors. Okay. Let me get my chair scooted up. All right, now I can zoom back in because the box is off the table. Let's see, is that going to be good? Yeah, I think so. All right. That might be 1 too close. There we go. That's better. I know the blue, all of them. Hi, Leona. I said hi to CB. Said hi to Devin, Kristen, or anybody else I might have missed coming in. All right, let's do these 4 colors. All right. A little brush here. All right, let's start with the, now again, this one I don't think I've opened. So So again, they have these little loops. See, it's like a little half open loop, and you just grab that and twist it, and it just spirals off just like any other kind of twist top thing. Like that. But see how it's full? It's full on the inside of paint, so you don't want to leave all that in there. All right, so there we go. So there's that. All right, so this is, I don't know how much it's going to show on black. We'll do it on black and white. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I should probably shake it, make sure it shook well. Now that I put the lid back on, Some are available as singles, Arlene said. Okay, here, this is better. That's thicker. Okay. Okay. I'll hold it up. And again, they're very creamy. They're a little bit more translucent, I'd say. Now, let me get one of the other, let's see here. I have a magenta color in here. Hang on, let me look. I'm trying to see if I have a pink. color. I don't know that I have a pink one. I know there is one. I have a pink one. This is a coral color. We'll go with that. Just see the difference in the thickness, you know, and the translucency of a deco art compared to one of these. Okay. All right. So let me clean my brush. All right. So let's see how this one compares. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't shake it enough. We got to shake. You got to, I haven't used this one in a while. So you really want to shake them well because the oils do separate in acrylic paints. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right. That's better. Okay. It's kind of about the same, I think, maybe. Translucent wise, you know, I think they're about the same with the, these are the metallics, and the deco arts are called Extreme Sheen. I think some don't say that on there, like the gold, silver, copper. I don't think they say Extreme Sheen, but yeah. But that's what the deco art metallics look like. Let's see, here's another one. Yeah, so this is what they used to look like. Just metallic. Deco art metallic. We'll compare this one to this green one. Although this is a lighter color. This is a darker green, but we'll still do those. Okay. Hang on, cleaning my brush. All right, let's see. Does anybody say anything in chat? Put it in caps if you have comments or questions. All right. So yeah, this is a copper. I mean a peach color. This is kind of a peach color. And again, let's see if I can. Well, it's not dry, so it might be hard to compare until we get it dry. Okay. But this is the Nick Pro. All right, so that's the pink. Let me get a baby wipe here. All right, now we'll do the green because we'll compare it to this. Now, this one, did I do the take? Okay, so this is one that I already took the screw top off. Okay. I could just put a little blob down, but I'm just going to take it out of the cap because I don't need that much. Right. All right. So this one is sap green. And here it is on black. Here it is on white. And I can tell that a second coat is going to make it really nice and thick and vibrant. Okay. I mean, I can just tell by the feel of it and everything. But that one's the sap green. See how that shine right there is the shine that's in there. See how shiny? That's very shiny. I'm just trying to capture the color, though. It's capturing the shine. But there we go. That shows up really well right there. Right there. Oh, Kat put in a Deco Art Extreme Sheen bottles. Okay, so there y'all go. All right. Now let's compare it to the metallic Dazzling Metallic Festive Green. Okay, that's not quite shaken up enough. Let's see. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, let's get the water out of my brush. All right. It's a different color green. It's a lighter green. I think there's a lighter green in the box of the Nick Pro ones, but I just pulled that darker green because I knew I'd opened one. Okay, so let's go ahead and clean the brush. All right, here it is in the Deco Art green. Okay, so there's the green. Now let's do the ultramarine blue. Okay, I gotta take the lid off. Let's see. Yeah. So you gotta pull the little thing up here and twist. Twist it off. It just screws off, but see how it's got paint in there? So let's take that paint and put it back in here. Because there's a full cap full of paint in there. All right, so now let's put the lid on and shake it up well. And I'm just going to take it out of the cap again. This is a beautiful color. I love this color. And again, I think 2 coats is really going to be something to see. It's a purple. It's like a, I don't know, they're calling it ultramarine blue, but it's more of a purple color. Okay. All right, let me clean the brush. Let me get the excess off the brush here. Clean my brush. We'll do one more. Here it is on black. Here it is on white. There, right there, you can see the shimmer. I'm trying to get the light to capture it, right there. It's very shimmery in person. Okay. Now let's do the I don't know exactly what you'd call this, kind of a nickel color maybe. They're calling it black, but it's not. It's kind of it's not black. You can see it color right there. Not sure what color you'd call it, but I think DecoArt has one similar. What are they calling theirs? Here it is. DecoArt calls theirs espresso. It's it's a darker version of it, but it's an espresso color. That's what DecoArt's calling theirs. Okay. You'll have to swatch these in the Jane Davenport binder later. What I thought I would do with them, because I got them for Christmas, I think I'll swatch them and put them in my December daily. As part of my December daily. It doesn't even have to be one of the prompts, but just a blank sheets, blank papers, and put them in there, because that's when I got them for Christmas. So it's kind of nice to say, oh, this is what I got for Christmas that year. Okay, so let's take the little cap and just twist it off. So far, they haven't been hard to twist off like that. All right, so now let's go ahead and see how the cap is completely full. So, let's not waste that whole cap full of paint, right? Okay, so put that in there and shake it up. Make sure you tighten those caps when you put the caps back on. Shake it up. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to just take it from the cap. It's almost like a green. It's almost like a green copper color. It's really nice. Even though it's called black, iridescent black, I love this color. Can you see it there? There it is on the black paper. Here it is on the white paper. That shows it really well. Shows all of them really well, actually. And again, this is the DecoArt one there. That's a DecoArt peach color, coral color. Look at that right there. So they're very creamy. They're very creamy and smooth. I can tell that some things might have to take 2 coats, depending on how thinly you put it out. You know what I mean? But there we go. So I will swatch them all. I don't know that I'm going to get it done before Christmas, but when I do swatch them all out, I will show them to you after I've swatched them on a piece of paper with their names and everything on them. But I just wanted to give y'all a little test of them. So yeah, this is my early Christmas presents, which I think I'm going to like them. Now, I will say this. The pastel, this is going to be fine to put pencil over. I'm pretty sure because they're flat. On metallics, color pencil does not like to go over metallic, satin, gloss, and y'all know how I like my color pencils over things. So these would probably be more what I would do for on tissue paper or deli paper or jelly plate to do for collage. Do you know what I mean? Those would be more collage papers, the iridescents, as opposed to the pastels. Pastels just had such good colors that I don't see those exact colors. Well, not exact colors in the colors of deco art. Okay, the pastel colors. The other thing that each one came with their own little color chart. So you do have the colors in the box. These came in the box. Each box came with a sponge. I don't use sponges, but they came with a sponge, and they each came with a metal palette knife. So those came in the box if you buy the whole box. And there's 20 in a box, 20 pastels, 20 iridescents. So I do like the little palette knives. Sponges, I don't, maybe, you never know. I mean, anytime I use a sponge for any kind of painting, I always use a sea sponge because it's not perfect. A sea sponge is very textury and different. I don't know if I have one handy here. Do I have one handy? I don't know if I have one here. Oh, here we go. I got these on clearance, so that's why they're still in the bag. These were at Hobby Lobby, normally $7.99. They were on sale for $1.99. So we'll just take them out here. I don't know how long ago I bought these on one of the sales. Now they are stiff. They're very stiff till you get them wet, but they're real. Well, should I call these real sea sponges? If you buy the sea sponges at like Blick, they can be real sea sponges. Although these days, like I said, I don't use a lot of them anymore. I used to when I did faux, murals and faux scenes and faux painting on murals back 40 years ago. So I would use a lot of them back then, and they were probably really sea sponges. These are probably some kind of synthetic something, but these are more, you're going to get more of a variety with this than you would with those real sponges, the ones that have no texture. So there we go. Okay. All right. So let me move this out of the way. And what else? Let me get some more baby wipes. So I want to do a collage disc today. And I kind of have a scene in mind, but we'll see. I have a paper here. I don't know what I did with my little design that I had laid out. It's pretty much still in my mind. Okay, so I want to do, now we might have to, let's see. This is okay for now. We'll zoom in a minute. So, and y'all know, and I know I'm going to repeat myself for those of y'all that have seen me do collages, either in art journals, in my reverse collage abandoned books, on discs. Let me just go grab a couple discs in case you've never seen them before. I'll go. Let me take a quick break too. BRB. Okay, I just pulled 4 of them that are in this size. I didn't pull the other size because I do these discs in 3 different sizes. Well, actually 4 different sizes. This is the largest of them. They're 14 by 14. You can get them in a pack of 3 at Hobby Lobby or probably Michael's or anywhere else. I get them at Hobby Lobby. My Hobby Lobby is just right down the street. And I wait till they're 40% off for a pack of 3. So I pay $5 for 3, something like that. And this is the thin one. You can get a thicker one too. So here's some of the ones that I've made. So I'll just show you a few of them. And I paint them black. I edge them in gold or silver. And so here's one that I've done. And all my collages are basically, I do the same. So it's just what the surface that I use. In this case, these wooden discs. But I use the same varnish. I glue with golden matte medium. I edge it with a gold pen, gold or silver, copper too sometimes. But anyway, so there's that one. So I just pulled a few. This is this right here is from the book that Poor Toast did, Ancient Civilization, by my request. Now, not everything on here is from that book. It's from different things, but this is. So there's this one. Then this one is a upside down medieval world. So, and they're all varnished, and I paint them on the back. I don't varnish the backs. Because I don't want them to stick to anything. So this one is, this one's outlined in silver. And so, and this is all painted in. So I use the collage and then I paint in the scene. Like here's the painted in water. This one has the painted in mist in the background and the splatter for the stars in the background. And then here's some different collage papers. And then same thing for this one. This is all this water and mist is acrylic paint. That's acrylic paint. This is all acrylic paint down here. And then this one is my Alice in Wonderland in her castle. And this one's collage. I'm pretty sure these are collage soup flowers with a Poor Toast pink something. I don't remember what book it is, but so there's just 4 of them. I have multiples. I have them hanging on the wall in the other room, just so you can kind of see where we're headed with this. Now, and then again, I use golden matte medium. I don't like Mod Podge because it never seems to dry and stays kind of sticky, especially in art journals. So y'all know that I also do the same type of collage, same system, if you will, of how I do things. These 2 are going to be a page there. All right, let's see. I do like this, though. Maybe I'll use this. No, these are on washi paper, so I don't want to use those. Okay. So anyway, I'll just quickly flip through here so you can see that they're varnished. I wanted to, and I say this every time I open this book, I wanted to finish this book this year, but didn't happen. But that's okay. Maybe next year. But I do varnish them, and I edge this in gold. And that's what I want to try to do with all the pages in this book. But, who knows when I'll really finish it. So, but they're all done the same way, same glued down with golden matte medium, and at the end they're varnished with, and I'll show you the bottle of the varnish in a minute. Here's one of my time travelers. I love to do time traveling scenes and themes, space themes, times, themes with time. Here's another one. There's my little time traveler right there. This is the world that he's traveling through. And see, I love to do elements of time. Watches. And this one. We did this one on stream here not too long ago. Love this one. This one just tickles me. These are collage soup bunnies. I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. Just think, anyway, and the reason that I have blank ones in between is to keep the spine from warping. This one, it doesn't happen so much because this is one of the Dilution journals that the spine is not attached to the actual spine. It's just got like tape on there, and I've painted it, so it's craft color. The book actually is craft color, and this I actually glued on as well. But it will keep your spine flat if you skip back and forth, front to back to front, rather than just going front to back. Your spine's going to do that. Okay. Let's see, is that my family just texting or Janet or, when anytime Janet gets messages while she's streaming, I'll go, not me. Or if it is me, I'll go, it's me. Okay. This one we did. I think this was the last one we did. Little Christmas snow scene right here. And yeah. Hi, Joanne. Anybody else I missed coming in? Hi, Jersey, Laura Jersey. Who else? And then here's another time traveler looking through the portal right here, looking at this world over here. There's dinosaurs, vintage maps, boats, ships, a scene, all different kinds of little windows with different things going on in each window. A lot of steampunk stuff. And again, it's varnished. Okay, then this one. I do have a disc that's similar to this. I did do a large orange disc. And she's walking up to that world right there. Where's she been? That's up to you to decide. Okay, then this one is the robots. There's worlds going on up underneath the pyramid down here. There's other worlds under there. This is all paint and waterfalls painted in. It's all paint. It's all painted. Okay, then this one. We did this one. Not this last time change, but the one before. This is how time changes. When you fall back, spring forward, fall back. Yeah, this is what happens. You didn't know that. This is what happens when time changes. All right, let's see. Then here's my lemurs in the library. This one I did for Halloween. And again, I got my 2 time travelers. They came back. They saw this haunted house, if you will. You don't know if they're dead, alive, or what's going on. You have to make up your own stories with surrealism. Thanks, Devin. You got to make up your own stories. Here's one that I want to do, haven't done yet. I did cut these creepy snowmen out. This one is my little grandma in the Mushroom Treehouse world. And I think that might be all. Do I have any more in there? I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So anyway, it's all done the same. It's all done the same way as far as technique goes. With the cutout, the glue down. Oh, let me show you the varnish while we're thinking of it here. You want to make sure that your piece is 100% dry before you varnish it. Because if it's cold to the touch, it's not dry. You want to make sure it's dry before you add varnish, because then you're sealing in the moisture. And you really want it to be dry. You can heat gun it, but I still recommend waiting overnight. I've varnished a few things like kind of right away just so I can demo how I do it and everything. But anyway, this is the Deco Art DuraClear High Gloss Americana. Deco Art Americana. Again, I don't think Hobby Lobby is going to carry this anymore, but you can get it at other craft stores and I'm sure online. I've got backup bottles. So let's see. Ivy Pearl. Who else am I missing? Is that Lisa? Did you use a thank you? That Kat put a link there. Annette, did I say hi to you? Let me get a sip of my lemon water. Now, I don't know how far we're going to get, but I really don't want to rush this. I have kind of a vision in my head about what I want this to be. But that being said, I have multiple options of papers that I pull. I'm going to try to stick with these papers. Unless something comes to my mind and go, oh yeah, I remembered I want this, that, or whatever. Okay. But I'm going to try to stick with, and I've got plenty here on all the different themes that I want. Now I'll have to keep digging as we go because, let's move that paints off there. Let me get a couple little palettes here. Let's get one for the matte medium. If you have questions, put it in caps, guys. All right. And let's see. Do I need to move in some? Are we good? at least until I get stuff glued down. When I start painting and stuff, I'll zoom in, but this way you can see everything I'm doing. Like I said, this is a 14-inch round disc. Yes, because I like digging. And I do put a baggie over the top so it doesn't stick the lid. I'm just going to put a little to start with because I don't know how much time I'm going to need to cut and decide where things go. But then just put a baggie over it so that way it doesn't glue the lid to the jar. All right. Let's see. Now I know that I want as a base, I'm going to want behind everything is going to be a giant watch. So I think I want this one. And I do paint things in and out. I get rid of any kind of labels, logos. I paint, but we don't get to the painting part till later. And this is why sometimes you don't get to see some of the details because it takes a while to do this part, right? And this is a good arch for another piece. I'm not going to use it today, but that's a good arch. If you want to make a portal or a doorway, or a bridge, this is good. So I'll keep that. This I won't keep. Okay, so I don't think I'll use this because I'm going with this one. Even though it's it might be a little, I think I'm going to cut this down a little. I don't want it quite, I want more of a hat. I like the shape of this one better, but I like the stuff in this one better. So let's see if that's going to go. I think I'm going to cut this down a little bit more. Let's see, let's cut it down even a little. And a lot of this gets painted out, painted in. So, it just does. I'm kind of thinking, let me move my trash can closer. I do like this. This is a good crash site. All right, so I'm going to move this off here. I also like this big circle here, but I pulled all kinds of watches and clocks and different things. I may need some more pieces. Might need some more pieces of this, so I'm just going to put it down on the floor for now. And then I'm deciding if I want the world in here. I'm thinking I might want the world, but I wanted to be able to tell that it's Earth. So I think you can tell that's Earth, right? I think you can tell that's Earth there. It doesn't have to be in any kind of, configuration, just so that you can tell it's Earth. And again, a lot of this is going to get painted and fixed, and a lot of stuff's going on in my head. All right, so I think I'm going to turn this down a little more because I want some stuff going on underneath here. Okay, and then I want this mountain. Just have to bear with me as I cut. Hi, Mama 4. I don't know how much mountainage I want here, so I'm just going to cut the whole thing. I'm going to want clouds. I have an inspiration. If it turns out, I will post my inspiration as well. But I don't know. We'll see. If it turns out as much for my inspiration. These are the people that were going up to the mountain. Don't need the people. Move that to the side. Don't need this. Trash. Okay, so, and I'm going to have clouds too. Now, this is so much the same tone as this. It gets lost. You see what I'm saying? This is getting kind of lost in there. As far as I'm going to have to do some painting in here to make sure that there's a distinguished, but I'm going to put clouds too. But this is going to kind of get lost in here. I might have to darken some of the continents. Hi so much. All right, so I kind of want that. Then, and I'm going to be rearranging. I got different things down here, so undersea things. I'm pulling those to the side for now because that's going to be at the bottom, and that will depend on how much room I have. So, oh, there's my paper. Okay, there we go. Actually, the more I'm doing this, the more I'm thinking I should do this on a poster. Should I do a poster? I'm thinking this isn't going to be big enough for my imagination. I think my imagination is going to be bigger than a 14-inch disc. So maybe I will. Let's see. Should I go ahead? Let's see here. I'm going to back up. Hang on, guys. Just give me a second. I'll show you a couple of my posters here. I'm thinking, well, here, I'll show you this one. Here's my Garden of Eden poster. You see how big this is? It's 22 by 30, I think. And it's got there's how death came to earth in a garden. Could have more earth looking stuff going on here, but this is my Garden of Eden. But see how big it is with so much I can get on there? That's why I'm thinking a 14-inch disc is not going to give me the world that I want. I'm thinking I need a poster. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a poster. Everybody's going, yeah, poster. Y'all are so funny. You're all fun. So let's see. Do I have a piece of poster board right here? Let me look. Do I have one handy? I keep a stack up under not my bed, but the extra bed. Oh, here we go. But I don't necessarily need it 22 by 30 either. I could cut this down some. I just need it bigger than this. All right, let's see here. Let me get a ruler. Get me out a Janet ruler. Okay. All right. It's an 18-inch ruler. All right, so let me see here. Give me a minute. We're going to cut this down. I don't need it quite that big, but I'm thinking maybe 14. You know, this is the height of that, but bigger. No, I think I'll do it bigger. I think maybe we will go. Let me see how big this is. This is 22. So I can just use that edge. Let's see. And then cut it down this way. This has got a wrinkle in it. Let me go the other way. Avoid the wrinkle. So maybe 18 by... This is 18. I think I'll do it almost like a square. All right, let's see. Like that big. That might be good. Maybe just a little thinner. Let's cut it down a little. Maybe an inch. I'll trim it out to make it perfectly square later. I'm like, what? But yeah, I don't have to have it perfectly square right now. All right, let's see. There. All right. I think I just need more space. I need a bigger world. See what I mean? All right, so let's do this. Move the disc. I might need a bigger mountain now. So what do I do with I have a pack of mountains. Just a minute. If I can find my pack of mountains. Right now I got so much Christmas stuff out. Oh, did I find it? No, that's not it. That's not it. I do have a pack of mountains here somewhere. Am I going to be able to find it? I don't know. This is why I tried to pull as much stuff as I could before I started, but might have to just paint some mountains. All of Bob Ross. Yeah, I'm not finding them. Oh, wait. I think I found some. Let's dig this out. Oh, come on. Watches. Mountains! Mountains. Ooh, that was a close call. Hi, Brooke with an E. All right, so let's see. Because this one, I like it for the shape and everything, but it's going to get lost in my vision here. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what I got in the mountain. Pack of mountains. These will be bigger than these. I don't want a mountain like Mount Fuji that looks like you can tell it's Mount Fuji. I don't necessarily want a mountain that's completely covered. I don't care if it has, a volcano, because that's going to be covered up, but I don't like that color, so I'd have to paint out. See, I want something that looks like this, but bigger. I could probably cut this down to maybe make something. Maybe I could go with that and that. I do like this one, but again, this one might, I'm just talking out loud, y'all. I'm just talking out loud. This one might or might not be, it's going to get lost in the earth. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. See, like that, that's too much like the clouds on the earth. I want this is a little dark blue. That one might work. I like the clouds here. I might keep some of those clouds, although I usually paint my own clouds. But, I do like the stair step idea there. Let's put that to the side. That one is too much like the earth again. I like that. It's not big enough. It's not the right shape. Too small. Too flat. Not a full mountain. I kind of like that. Might be not enough. This one looks good. Part of that anyway. This is too blue. This is too snowy. This is too flat. That one's kind of what I want, but I need it bigger. I do like the sweep of the snow there, though. I might remember that. This is a Bob Ross kind of technique right there that I do like. Let's see. I do kind of like the different shapes coming up there, but I really just want one focal mountain here. Although I think I will keep that to the side. Same for this. See, this can all go together. So we'll see. Too blue. Too not majestic enough. I think this is the movie from the movie The Eiger Sanction. I forget what. I think that's some of the mountains. Looking. Okay, so I'm going to put these away. We're going to roll with something on the desk. All right, let's check the chat. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's keep these clouds separate. All right, let's see here. So I want this as part of it. Is that going to be too? I think I'm rolling with this. I'm liking this. Let's see here. And of course, I can make it a different shape, Make it a different shape here. See, it's just more, you can see it better against the earth there. And I don't need the whole earth. I just need a little bit of it showing. And then maybe this under there like that. Let's see. And then I'm going to have all kinds, and I'll probably do more painting of clouds than, and this is going to be in my way. I'm going to do more painting of clouds than using a lot of these, but I'm going to go ahead and put some down just for my own imagination coming, All right. Let's see. Let's make this a little less. And torn edges blend better than cut edges. When you go to paint them in, torn edges will blend better than cut edges. So if you got a cut edge, you can just kind of tear that down. Okay, let's see. I'll put some more mountain-esque stuff on here, and I might extend this out too. Let's see here. I don't know if it's going to work, guys. If it's in my head and it doesn't work, then it's like, oh well. All right, let me kind of move it. There we go. It's a little bit Christmas stuff up there. All right, let's see. I'm just kind of getting the lay of the land, if you will. All right, and again, I'll paint in mountains. Clouds. I'm just kind of getting oh, now look, I just saw this sitting over here. Look at this. Look at that. This is covering up that, but look at that. I'm liking this. I'm liking that right there. Move it down just a little bit more, right about right there. I'm liking it. Shh. Let's see here. I'm liking the way it's doing a mountain upside down, right side up. Let's just lay this down here. See, when stuff like this happens with collage, you got to roll with it. It's like you didn't plan exactly this, but it just kind of flops onto your desk this way. So now we're going to cut this down. Let's see. Let me get my small scissors to get around in here. Excuse me. There we go. That's it right there. That's it. Just look at the difference. Can y'all just look at the difference there compared to this? See? I don't know how much of this I want to show. Let's see, maybe a little less that way. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to set these mountains and stuff aside because you never know. I might need them. I pulled quite a few mountains, and I love this right here. That's a Bob Ross palette knife all day long. Okay, so then let me make that another pile. So, like I said, I pulled all kinds of stuff knowing sort of what I wanted to do. Okay. All right, now what do I want to put on here next? Whoops. All right, let me look at chat because I know y'all are probably talking and I'm not paying any attention to y'all. You could see the bulge. And you need to have an Instagram. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Looking for gold. No Goldilocks. Okay, put it in caps, guys. Oh, thanks, Arlene. Okay, now let me see here. What do I want next? I think I'm going to want this to be painted out more here. I'm almost thinking that my watch needs to be a bigger world. I mean, so I'm going to have to put two together so that it's this big. I want the time element to be this big. Like, here, let me I'm going to want it to be like this big. Well, it would be more accurately round. But so I'm going to need some more. Hang on. Go back to my watch pieces here and see. Because I can just, make it connected, if you will. Let's see what I got here. And if I use, like here, this is all in grays. I can put a tint of blue over it. So it doesn't have to. Here's another piece. I don't really want all the silver, though. That's too much silver. I think we'll go with some of this. Let's see here. And maybe, now that I've thought about it, maybe some of this. And you're thinking, where's she going with this? Hang on, guys. I have to do it. You have to do it in stages when you do collage. Plus, I'm making it up. You know, I mean, I have a kind of a little bit of a vision, but I'm making up a lot of it as I go. All right, so this can go in there. Just has to be flat right here. I need a horizon line. Let me put myself a horizon line in here. Do I want that more up? I think so. I have to have some room underneath here. Okay. All right. Doing that over the top. Okay. All right. Hi, Raul. I might need a little bit more down in here and a little bit in there. Let's see. Let's cut this one down. Too small. Needs to be bigger. Hang on. Gotta go back. Gotta go back to my watches. I think this right here. That's better. Now, do I need anything down here? It needs to go the other way. There we go. Shh, 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 shh. All right, let's see. And I'm just going to tack things down just so that I can kind of, it'll all have to get matte medium, but right now I'm just trying to get it to be kind of one piece. This needs to come down a little. This needs to come down a little. There we go. Okay. All right. On it. And I'm just tacking it. So if it's not something where I want it to be exactly, then I can, it'll come, you know, I can just take it apart real quick. All right, that looks good. The clouds can be adjusted in different ways because I'm going to add all my own clouds anyway. Okay. All right. Whew, need a break. Let me take a sip of water. Though I do like that one there. But these can be adjusted different ways. Let's see. Let's put this one there for a second. Because we're gonna have a door right there. All right. We have a whole little world thing going on here. This I have 2 layers. I forgot I had 2 layers there I cut together. So let's glue those 2 layers together. Okay. All right. Now, y'all still with the tour? I don't know how interesting this is to y'all because it's interesting to me because it's in my mind, my imagination, but I don't know if it's that interesting unless I'm like talking out each step and stuff. Okay, there's the watches, there's the mountains. Now I need a couple other things. I need some pillars. Where's my pillars? And I got some trees, some doors, and then I'll take the undersea thing's going to be the end. So let's just put that to the side for a minute. It's going to have water. It's going to have a lot going on. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to need the moon, but I do think I want a moon. I want to tint it though. Maybe I want it. Maybe I do want this big one. It's fun to watch. Oh, I think so. All right, let's move that. I could continue. I mean, I could add a lot of stuff to a poster. And this is almost dividing it in half, which I don't love, but I think by the time I get done, it's not going to look like it's divided in half. All right, so we want the moon up there. Let's go ahead and tilt that down a little. Tear that down. Okay, let's just kind of tack it for a second. And I have my trash right next to me, which is nice. All right, so I got all different kinds. I don't need the swirly. I love this. I love this swirly world thing. And if I could make that be part, I might. Let's see. I do like that swirly world. This can go with this. I'm probably not going to use that or this or that. So I'm eliminating things as I go. Okay, maybe I've got 2 versions of it here. So I don't need both. I don't need this. My Christmas decor is a little bit in my way, but that's okay. I gotta tear this down. It's too cut. It's cut rather than torn. I gotta have a torn edge there, or it won't blend. And anything hanging over the edge can get what do you call it? Cut off later. Don't know if I'm going to need that one or not. Maybe. We'll see. Little decor there. Yeah, I just dropped that in the matte medium. Let's throw that away. Hi, Dot. My boat hit rock and okay. All right, Angie. All right, so let's see here. Is my camera straight? I think it is. Don't need to get down into my lap. There we go. All right, so I could use that the moon, phases of the moon. Let's see if I can cut into there. Save that. Let's go on here. So yeah, I'm into book 7 now. The last one in the series that Deb and I have to read before the next one doesn't come out till June. I don't know if I'm going to want this or not. I don't care for the color, but I might need some moon phases back behind there. I'm going to have to fix it because it's not the right, it's going to have to be like put a dart in it. To put a dart in the phases of the moon. Like this. And I don't know if I want that big part there. I think I just want this. And do I want the cloud over it or under it? Probably over it, but we'll just leave it there for now. Okay. And that may not stay. All right, let's trim this down. There we go. You're done reading book 5. I just started the last one, Deb. It's the Scottish. Well, here, I'll go grab it, y'all. I've been talking about it. Me and Deb have been reading this series. And it is, let me get the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. 8 comes out. Number 8 comes out in June or July. So there's a whole series of cozy mysteries in Scotland. Tracy Hall. So this is the last one before the, what do you call it? The one that's going to be published. All right, let's see now. I don't want to rush. Let me move this little bow. Do that bow. Move some of this ribbon. Can move these berries. Move this ball. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm going to hunt for some of the books on your vacation. Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll be you'll be able to find them in a used bookstore. I'm gonna take a bite of my Fig Newton and read chat for just a second. Okay. Sip of lemon water. All right. Next, I'm going to have some trees and I'm going to have some pillars. Maybe I should go for that next. Let's see. Let's move the rest of my space stuff out of here. Not going to need any more of that. Here's some. This is see how the iridescent looks on black paper? I love this. May incorporate it. We'll see. All right, so now I'm going to need some trees, which I tried to pull as much stuff as I could. I have some more watches and stuff here if I need that, and some floral decor. Now I need my door, which some of these are going to be too big. I might have to go. I love this door. This is a door I really like, but it's going to be too big. I need something this size. And it's got columns, so I think I'm going to roll with that just because, if I don't love it, I can always make a new one. Let's put that over there. So I did have this book. This is the Pillar Ephemera. And I did pull this, which I don't think I'm going to use that. So we'll put that to the side. What else did I pull here? Oh, some more clouds and mountains. Don't need those. Pillars and the door. I'm going to have to trim this down. And I did make it so that it opens. You all know I like time, I like science fiction, I like portals. Don't know if I need all these trees, but if I do, I don't want them to look too, let's see here. Let's see, which side am I going to want to open? If either or none or one, maybe just one, like kind of like my Garden of Eden door, you know, can have something coming out of there or just some clouds. Do I want that's too big of a cloud there, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe tear it down or just put another smaller cloud. Well, it looks kind of good with that right above it. But I'm going to want some of this. Let's see if I can tear this in half here. Whoops. I kind of want it upright, kind of right there. Okay, that might work. Yes, Jane. All right, so then this can still move around too. Don't know if I need that there because I really want this big swirl to kind of show, but maybe. If I do have that there, I need this to be gone. Okay. All right, we'll just leave that for now. Am I being too fussy right now? I think I might be being too fussy for not having everything done yet. Do I need some clouds going down here? Maybe. Hi, John. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chat. My mouse is froze. Hang on. There we go. Thanks, John. John's our resident Oak Island aficionado. He has the YouTube channel, and I tell y'all that anytime he pops in and does a review. Oak Island's on, I got to tell you this real quick, John, this was funny to me last night on Oak Island. And he and Judy do a review on Wednesdays. So last night I thought of you when I heard this part. And I thought, John, I hope he says something about this because this was really funny. The guy that was doing the examining of that whatever tool that was, measuring tool, the measuring tool that was all crusted over, and he was examining it and looking at it. And he said, now I'm not going to get the exact date right. I won't remember the exact date, but he said something to the effect, I remember seeing this in a book and it's from 1643. And I went, what? You remember seeing it in a book and it said 1643 or whatever the date was, 1460, whatever the date was. And I thought, no, you didn't. You're not remembering something you saw in a book years ago with the exact date. I went, I wonder if John caught that. So I wonder if John caught that. Yeah, I don't remember who it was that said it. Was it Carmen? Maybe. But anyway, when he said that he remembered seeing it, yeah, I can remember 10 minutes ago. All right, John. I can remember seeing this in a book, and the date was 1643 or something. I mean, it's like an odd number, 1460. I don't remember the date, but it was like a 43. And I can remember seeing it in the book. I went, no. I don't care how good your memory is and how smart you are. You do not remember seeing this crusty tool in a book. I'm sorry. It just tickled me. I thought of you, John. All right. Let me go back and look at the pillars. Oh my goodness. But I still love me some Oak Island. I'll watch it till however long they keep doing it. You know what I mean? See, I need two that are similar and similar in size, and they're going to have to be bigger than that. But, well, maybe not. Let's see. Let me, I got, this isn't all in pieces. So it's kind of sitting over here because I've got to go through this piece by piece. But anyway, all right. Those are kind of, no, maybe they're too blue. I mean, they're not the right color. Of course, I can always paint over things. Let me continue to look through the whole book before I make a decision. I like these, but I need to have, do I have two of these books? I don't think I have two of these books. But they stack two on two. That would be, oh, wait. Here we go. That's the size I need. Oh, let me keep looking here. I think Poor Toast made this book for me too, by request. All right. It's called Pillar Ephemera. And let's go with this. We're going to roll with it because you got to start. Sometimes you just got to stop and go. I mean, stop and go. You got to stop and go and roll with it because otherwise you'll dig for days. Okay, let's see here. You will dig for days. But anyway, thank you, John, for supporting the channel. I do like how they have some clouds down on the bottom. I don't know if I need that third one. All right, let's see what I can do here. Judy O. Bye, Angie. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I'll stop in tonight, John. I don't know if I'll stay for the whole thing. I'll try to stay at least till Judy does the review. I'm not sure where I want this to land. Do I want it to land right back there? I don't want to lose my mountain so much. Let's see. Maybe a little more in. There we go, right there. Thanks, Kat. Kat's putting the link to the Pillar Ephemera. All right. And this whole thing might need to move down some. We'll see. Although I do need space at the bottom. This little bit needs to be cut off. That little point is in my way. This needs to go up. All right, let me kind of tack this down because I think this might be kind of where I'm wanting it. All right, come back here, glue stick. There we go. All right, let me tack this down too, I think. Just gonna hold it in place. Come on, stay there, stay there. I'll take a picture of it too, so that it's so I can kind of keep the scene in my mind, because this is a lot of setting up. Okay, this has got to be on the horizon line. Door's crooked. There we go. All right, let's see. Everybody quit talking. Everybody napping now with Angie. All right, let's see. Okay. Stay still. There you go. Okay, let's see. This one's a little crooked. One of them's a little crooked. This one maybe? No, I like that one. My horizon line. I got to keep my horizon line. That's what. So this one's crooked. There we go. That's better. Okay. You're mesmerized. Well, I don't know about that, but thanks. So when I go to glue it down, I can probably do a lot of it just as is, getting the brush up underneath and stuff. But you really got to put a lot of matte medium when you do it, that and scrape it really well, because otherwise things won't be sticking down. All right, let's see now. Should I go ahead and glue this down now before I start doing some of the other things? Or do I want, because I'm going to have some trees in here, some of these trees. Let me just cut a tree or two. Let me cut down a tree. Oh my gosh, I saw the cutest. I'll just show it to you. I sent this to Denise. Let me show you. I saw it on Instagram. Let's see. Y'all ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Sorry, I can't make it to work today. A tree fell on my car. Oh my gosh, it's one of those little Debbie cakes, you know? Oh gee. Okay. All right, let me finish. But cutting out this tree, it just kind of, And I really don't need to fussy cut too much because I can paint in the tree, paint in the leaves, if you will. I don't have to get it too accurate because I can expand. I can make the tree whatever size I want with paint, but I just want to have it kind of like where it's going to kind of go. Oh, okay. But I'll post this on IG when I finish. Now, will I finish it today? I'd like to finish it today. I won't finish it on stream, but I'd like to finish it today. One time a tree fell from next door and I could not go out of the house. Couldn't go out the back door, Ellen? My mother-in-law, of course, she's passed as well as Brad. Her, she remarried after her hubster's dad died. But anyway, they lived had a huge acres of land, and they had at least 200-year-old oak trees in their front yard. And a tornado came through. Now the tornado didn't hit their house, but the wind from the tornado hit their house and knocked the trees over. Talk about a huge mess and destruction. But I think it only got part, like a corner of the house. It didn't, take down their whole house or nothing. But yeah. Let's see. 3 hours until they moved it. Okay, Ellen. All right. So, and I can make these stand out more too. And I might do. But let's see here. Maybe. Let's do this. See, now I want all the trees. I want all the things now. So yeah, today is Wonderful Wednesday. That's what our Julie Topaz used to call it, Wonderful Wednesday. I'm cutting as fast as I can. Again, I can paint. When I'm painting everything in, any little things I can paint in. Let's see, do I want that? I think I want it. No, it's got to be back here more. All right, now I need this one big tree here. I don't know if I'm going to need this big one. I'm going to try. This was the first tree I picked because I wanted this size and this shape. And again, I can go back and re-add little branches and little things like that with paint. So what y'all think of the paints? You think that they were, I think I'm going to like the iridescence. Hopefully I'll use the pastels too. Is everybody ready for Christmas? You got your gifts all bought? I still have to buy a couple, but I'm pretty well got everything done. Of course, I started early, you know. I started before Thanksgiving. And I do need to post another couple of decor pictures. I've been enjoying doing that. Some decor, you know, Christmas decor pictures on Instagram. A couple of them were from last year or the year before, but I liked them so much I reposted a couple. Let's see, I think I'll cut. Yeah, y'all can't really see me cutting, but let's just cut that down. Don't ever feel like you can't eliminate stuff off your cutting. Do you know what I mean? You can cut around, in, out, get rid of stuff, paint it out. You know, that's what I do. I paint everything in and out. But you got to have it all, you got to have this all down first. Okay, see, this tree is going to be too big. It is going to be too big because I don't want to cover up both those mountains. So we're going to cut this one out. This is the shape I want. I just thought that size would work, but it's a little too big. Let's see. You like the pastel ones, Arlene? Did you open today's? Yeah, it was. Well, it was an early. It was one of my early Christmas presents I opened today. Yeah. Hopefully Denise will be. No, let's see. I'm thinking Sunday, Monday. She probably won't be. She might be here Monday, but she won't make it to stream on Monday. So, but she should be here Wednesday, Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve, she should be streaming with me. There we go. That's better. That's the size I want there. And I'll probably put maybe a little something to connect, you know, to make it fit in there. That's perfect. That's my vision right there. Because I don't need these trees. These trees can all the trash there. Don't need any. Don't need that. All right. So what do I have left that I wanted to add? All right. Hang on. Hang on. Wait for it. I've got so much trash on the floor. Hang on. All right. Let's see. These got to move. This moves. This moves. And this moves. Hang on. That's a nice little pile. I'll put the mountains with that. And the space that can go with that. All right. All right. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm going to come over here so you can't see what I'm doing yet. A minute. This might be good on the sides. That might be good. And this maybe? Or this? Hang on. Trying to find just the right thing. This, that might be too big. This one might be good. Okay, let's see here. Hang on. I'll cut it out and then I'll show you. Because this is going to be C down here. So I'm going to cut a couple things out to make it what I want here. I should have the smaller scissors doing this, but yeah, let me get my smaller scissors. Hang on. Stick with me. What did CB say? So I hope everybody's, you know, going to have some company at least. I'll stream Christmas Eve. I think Janet's streaming her usual time on New Year's Eve. Okay, there's that piece. Now let's see. So do I want this? Which one fits better? Hang on. Oh yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, this one. I'm going to spring it all on here in just a minute. So I don't want to, I'm going to wait till I get some of the side thing done here. All right, so I don't need that. This little piece here. My tree is up, but undecorated and staying that way. Okay, Arlene. Well, hey, at least you put up a tree. Hupster loves the holidays. He loves Christmas. He loves the holidays. If we didn't have anybody coming over or nothing, you know, and nobody was, he would still want to do it because the kids. I mean, because he's a big kid. All right, let's see. I don't think I want this. Let's see if I can get this to fit like that. All right, I think that'll work. Okay, now let me see what I want my sides to look like here. All right. Remember, a lot of this is going to get painted in. I mean, it's going to have paint, you know, painting it all in. Let's see. This. I don't know if I want to incorporate another color. I think I might just, maybe this. We'll see. See how this works out here. Okay. Something right there. Okay. All right. Now, do I want some of this? Or do I want to paint that in? This may or may not stay. Trash. Where's the lid to my... Let's trim this down here. Okay. Let's tap that down. Okay. All right, the world is building. We're building the world. Can I ask what color you would paint that in? Both. I'll use black up in here because I'll have stars and everything going on up here and other little planets. So up here will be black. Up in here it's going to be blue and white because it's going to have foam, water, waterfalls. But wait, now let's see if I've got a couple extra pieces here of jellyfish if I need that. All right, let's see how I'm going to do this now. Where shall he go? How shall he go? Wait for it. Let's see here. Do I want him here? Do I want him here? I think I want him going this way. To make a separate tail here. And then I'll go. Do I want it over the column or behind the column? I think something like that. He needs to be up a little. There we go. Okay. He's too off to the, I need his, hang on, I got to kind of look at this. He's not exactly where I want him. I really want him down lower, up under here. But that means, let's see, how would I do that? If he can be off the page and coming back up on the page. Like that, maybe. There we go. That's better. This is going to have to be cut different. This. There we go. Shh, 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 shh. There we go, like this. This is going to be all painted down all the way down to there. So he's not going to be going off the edge. He's going to come close, but he's not going off the edge. Because this will be painted right here. Okay. I think I got that done. I'm not, something about right in here is, I'm not loving that. I mean, maybe he needs a thinner head. Maybe his little head needs to be thinner. Let's see. I think I want to cut that down a little. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. I don't want the tree looking like it's coming off the top of it. So maybe. Maybe. And make it very purposeful then. If I'm going to have the tree coming off his head, it's going to have to be on purpose, not look like maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So yeah, maybe that would be good right there. And all his tails and stuff will be that. I'm worn out, people. I'm worn out. Let me take a picture. My imagination is going, let's take a break. All right, let's see. Camera. Up here and take a picture. All right. I got some more of this down here if I need it. I don't think I do. I got some more of these. But look, now look. I threw these pieces over on the side. Look at this. Look at that. Look how perfect that is. Not sure exactly how it would fit, but look. Look! How cool is that? This will be a whole nother thing. So let me tack this down with the glue stick. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's tack this down with the glue stick. All right, we need to cut this out right here. Right? This will be a nice page. All right. We'll set that aside. All right, what time is it getting to be? All right, I don't know how much we're going to get done today, guys. And then I also pulled out this collage suit botany if I needed any more trees or anything else, but I can't put anything else down until this is all glued down. You know, I have to, anything else is going to have to be going on top. All right, let's see. All right. Looking around. Do I really want to? I could maybe glue a little bit down because I already have some matte medium out, but I'm not going to get all this glued down in 20 minutes. To see any collage on a building like this. You really can't, think how think how many pieces of paper I got right here. If you wanted to do a building, yeah. I used to do murals. I used to be a muralist. Not a lot of outdoor ones. I think my very first job ever. My mom she was an accountant in an auto dealership, and one of the parts, a small parts store in downtown San Antonio, had a cinder block building. And she goes, they need someone to paint their logo or their name on the outside. You want to do it? I think I was 12 or 13. So when I was 12 or 13, my mom goes, well, we got a ladder. I'm sure they got a ladder too. So I was up on these, 14-foot ladders, moving it along, painting whatever auto parts store in giant letters. That was one of my first real paying jobs other than like babysitting and stuff like that. And then later in years, I did do murals in people's houses. It was when it was popular, like kids' rooms. I did giant Noah's Ark and undersea and, I've shown y'all some of those pictures. I don't know where they are right now, but I would paint giant murals in kids' rooms mostly. And then some faux finishes, it was popular back in the 80s to have faux finishes, look like rock and stone. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you're of any age. So anyway, blocks are a pain to paint. Yeah, because it sucks in. You got to put a primer down so it doesn't just suck in. All the paint doesn't suck in. So all right, let's see here. Go over here. Do I want to do a giveaway? We got a little bit of time. We can either do a giveaway or I can start gluing. I don't have time for both. This is going to be cut off right here, I think. Let's just cut that down. Probably best to do a giveaway. Let me concentrate and think about this and not be in a hurry. Because I think y'all could see where we're going with. When I glue it, it's gonna look just like this. Because I'm not gonna have time to paint today. So, anyway, let's see. But anyway, yeah, I used to do murals. In people's houses on the side when I wasn't doing in stores. Collage posters. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and I don't even know exactly what size it is. 20 by 20 maybe. Let's see here. Get my ruler. Let's see. About almost 18 by 20. It's about an 18 by 20. So, yeah. So you know what I'll do? I'll pull out a couple. I know y'all, most of y'all that have been around me for a while have seen some of my other posters. I showed you that one. Let me go ahead and move this. Hang on. I'm just going to move it right over here. Move that right there. Okay. Some of my other giant collage posters. Of course, y'all have seen my Inktober ones. I'll show them again. Might as well, since I have 5 minutes, and we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway. Let's see. What's the other ones? Hold on. I'm digging through my portfolio over here on the side. Okay. Papers, don't do that. All right, I'll show you. All right, I did pull my Inktovers too. I'll go ahead and show those. I know what I'll do. I have to fold it, but I'll give away a lemur drawing that I did. I have to fold it. It'll go in a white envelope, and I'll do that for U.S. and international, whoever. Let's see here. I'll have to fold it down now because I can't, we got to do, let me find one of those white folders. Here we go. So however small I have to make it to fit in here. I'll give away a lemur. How about that? So I'll try to, let's see, let's trim it down a little bit. We can trim a little bit off. I'm not measuring, I'm not cutting it neat. I'm just trimming it here a little. Y'all can cut it down if you want to. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and do so it fits in a white envelope like that. So I'll send somebody this. He was just in there. He was laying in there with let me take a picture of him real quick. Hang on. Let me fold him up. Hang on. Make it small enough. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's seal them up. All right, let's see. All right, we'll do this. Let me show you the posters, then we'll do this real quick. I'm just going to do the one giveaway today. It'll be U.S. and international. All right, so in Inktober, let's see, this year, I've done four posters. I didn't do them every year. There was a couple years I did something different for Inktober. This year in October, for Inktober 2025, here is the, they're all 22 by 30, Inktober. And y'all know, if y'all been around for 15 years at my channel, so what I did was one creature a day for every day in October, and I'd post on Instagram one thing a day. You didn't get to see the whole thing till the last day. So on October 31st, of course, I had to fill in all the background, ink the background, and then you could see the whole poster done. So this was Inktober 2025. Then the year before that, in Inktober 2024, I did Ink Farmtober. And the same thing, one animal a day, every day for 31 days, well, 30 days, and then the last day, day 31, I did the background, and you got to see the whole poster done. So there's Inktober 2024. Then let me see. The year before that, was it 2020? Yeah, Inktober 2023. I did Ink Woodtober. So we did things in the woods. Same thing. I'd post one little animal a day for every day in October for Inktober. And then on the last day I would do you'd see the whole poster. Hi, Ginger Cat Lady Pam. And then I think I skipped a year because this one was 2020. This was the first year I did a poster for Inktober, and it was Insectober, ink like insects. And so I did an insect every day for 31 days. And this was the first one I did in 2020. And I did the ladybug in red for my mom, who's passed away. So there's that. And then some of the posters. I already showed you this one just a minute ago. This poster here, which was the guard. I know it's flashing out because the light's bright over here. I'm trying to tilt it so that let me just turn the brightness down so that the brightness doesn't flash it out. There we go. That's a little better. So this is my Garden of Eden, and that's where death entered Earth. There's a little piece of something right there. So this is my Garden of Eden. And then I just have different ones. This one is a war. It's a crashed. So it was it's like after a battle, I think is what I call it. After the battle. And so this one's from 2020 as well. So there's that one. So you can see where I painted everything in. And let's see, this one, did I finish it? Some of them are not done. This one is, I forget what I called him. It's my little robot guy down there. So here's this one. Lots going on in my worlds. This was an under the sea thing there. And of course, I always have space and time. And there's my little robot guy down there. All right, let's see this one. And these are kind of like how my abandoned book pages look. They kind of look like these, with castles and, lots of water and splashes and time elements. So there's that one. Trying to kind of tilt it so that it's not getting flashed out. Kind of see, you got to kind of, there's a lot to see, this one is not done. This one's not done. So you can see how they have everything's collaged out like you saw me do today. And then I paint everything in. Well, you see this has not been painted in yet. See how it's like partially painted in? So this one's not done. But this is a bridge. This is out of one of my abandoned books. I think it's the calendar maybe. I got it off of a calendar. So there's the bridge there. And it's not, see the white line? That means it's not finished painted in yet. So there's that one. And this one's from 2019? No, 2018. This one's from 2018. And this is my lemur circus. So all the lemurs are painted. This is all painted. And the circus animals and everything, that's collage. So But the lemurs, I painted their little faces and all. And they're like Jack in the Boxes. And they're, funny and cool and circus-esque. And then the trapeze guys are all forming a constellation up there. Okay, what else did I pull? I just pulled a whole wad of them. Then this one, this is my medieval knights and medieval dragon one. And let's see here so you can see. Dragons there, time, horses and knights coming into the scene. Here's like Neptune. Here's somebody he knows, I guess, died. I mean, you can make up your own story with it, I mean, I have stories in my head, but it could be a lot of different things. But so there's that one. This one's a little smaller. This is a smaller one. And this is a smaller one. This one's a double-sided, upside down, right side up. Can go this way or it can go this way. It's a smaller one. What else do I have? This one is all napkins. I did this one. Well, there's a watch in there, but a couple images. But this one was a lot of napkins. And y'all, I'm not going to pull out my napkin journal now, but this was all done with napkins. Oh, that's from a color book page there. And, of course, my watch. But the rest of pretty much everything except the girls. It's a napkin background. All painted in, though. But, All right, let's see. What else do I have? A couple more. This is a small one. That's a small one. This is a small one. Okay, this is the last one I think I pulled. And these are, what's her name that I take her out of her book of creatures? That's mostly in my napkin journal. What is her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. This girl that does these characters. So this is a napkin and paint. What do you call it? Paint, napkin poster. But I can't think of her name right now. I never can remember her name. Juliet Crane. Thank you, Devin. Juliet Crane characters. So anyway, there's some of those. All right, let's go ahead and do a giveaway. Oh, here, I'll pull my poster back here that I'm working on. Careful, because it's not really glued down. So this is what I'm working on today. Got more to do, but you can see where it's headed. Maybe. All right, so let's see. Let me get my iPad here and get up random.org. Wait till I type in go. And this is for everybody, U.S. and international. It's going to be my lemur drawing that I'm giving away. That just happened to be stuck in there with all my posters. All right, let's see here. Let me go to random. When I type in go, put in one number between 1 and 100, and then we'll do the random.org drawing. So 1 to 100, everyone. That's U.S. and international. Okay, when I type in go, one number only, closest without going over. Okay, you just have to be willing if you're not, played before, I don't have your address, you have to be willing to send me your address, which I don't share with anybody, and I don't put you on an email list. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, so hang on. Thanks, Kat. Yeah. Okay. There we go. US and international. Everybody can play. Just one giveaway today. And I'll try to work on this today and tomorrow. So, and I'll post it when I get it done. Because I have to paint it all in. I got to still paint. This is just the glue part. There's going to be swirls and clouds and waterfalls, a river, water flowing down. It's going to have a lot of stuff, but this takes a while, right? It takes a while. So, or maybe I'll just glue it down and work on it next week. We'll see. Get it glued down and then we'll paint on it next week. Might do that. I was just kind of anxious to get it done. No. All right, I'm going to count down. Get your numbers in. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. First person closest to 65 without going over. 65 without going over. 65. I'm going to scroll all the way back. Did anybody get 65 right on the nose? Judy O got 63. She beat out Raul with 63. Sorry, Raul. Judy O got 63 before you. But let's see if anybody got 64 or 65. 64 or 65. I think it's Judy O. Okay, so Judy O, do I have your current address, Judy? If you're not sure if I do, send it to me again because I have an address, but I don't remember the last time I sent you something. So send me your address again, Judy O, and I'll send you out the lemur. Yeah, I know, Raul, but trust me, everybody thinks their numbers first because that's just the way that your speed of your own computer goes. Yeah. All right, so here's my email, Judy. If you don't have it, here it is again. Okay. There's my email, Judy. Send it to me again just to make sure. And I will send out the lemur. I already sealed them up. It's ready to mail. Let's see. I'm Miss Vicky B. Miss Vicky B, did you see on my Instagram? Miss Vicky B, one of her daughters is in cheer. Did you see? I posted an 11-year-old picture of Samantha cheering. Did you see it? Because I know we follow each other on Facebook, rather. Not on Instagram, Facebook. Let's see here. Let me go back. It popped up in my memories, and so I replayed it. Look, did you see these, Miss Vicky? When this was 11 years ago, when Samantha was in cheer. So it's good to see you, Miss Vicky. I can't believe it was 11 years ago that she was cheering. She was in competitions. She's just like Miss Vicky B's daughters in competitions. So, you did see? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're Samantha. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. I'll try to work on this. I don't know if I'll just get it glued down or we'll paint on it or whatever. But thanks everybody for being here. I do appreciate that. And, y'all have a great rest of your week. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye, guys.